bookworms. If you're new here, welcome. If you aren't, welcome back. It's time for me to unveil the literary gems I devoted my time to in June. From historical fiction to heartwarming romance with a twist, these books transported me to an unforgettable world this month, and I can't wait to rank them for you. So grab a cup of tea or coffee and get cozy, and let's dive into this fantastic lineup. Okay, so I have 7 books that I read this month and I'm going to be ranking them. I'm going to start out with my least favorite one, but please realize even my least favorite one I really enjoyed. So coming in at number 7 is going to be Miranda Liaison. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. And this is Coming Home to a Seashell Harbor. While I did rate this book as my least favorite, I definitely enjoyed this story. This is the quintessential beach romance book. We follow Hadley from Hollywood, where she just broke up with her boyfriend, to her hometown where her first love, Tony, currently is at. Of course, there isn't a happy reunion, and Hadley and Tony are pitted against each other over a piece of property, and that is where the bulk of the story takes place. Like I said, this is a beach romance and one I would thoroughly recommend throwing in your bag for a, beach vacation. Ranked at number 6 is going to be The Art of Arranging Yourself in the World Cozy by Isabel Gillies. Now, this book here I picked up because I love the cozy lifestyle. I love the tea, I love the blankets, I love fall time. That just screams cozy to me. This book, however, is not about that. This book is about arranging yourself in any place to be cozy. So if you're in the hospital, how to make yourself more cozy while you're in the hospital, or you're riding on a subway. It's about arranging yourself in the world to make yourself cozy. I did enjoy this book, however, it wasn't what I was looking for. We'll say that. But if you are looking for a more cozy lifestyle beyond the decor, beyond the home aesthetic, this book I would definitely recommend for you. Okay, ranked at number 6 is a more random book. This is a book that my daughters had to read for the world geography class, and it looked interesting, so I decided to read it too. And it is The Day the World Stopped Turning by Michael Morpurgo? That is the name right there. The first thing that caught my eye about this book is the front cover. And this little quote down here at the bottom, it says, "It's the people who don't fit in who change the world." At that, my interest was piqued. This book is recommended for ages 10 through 14. However, if you enjoy history, I would recommend this book. It takes a while to really get into this book. Around chapter 5 is when this book finally caught my attention, and I finished it in an afternoon. It wasn't a hard read. This book only has 284 pages, and in the beginning chapters of this book, you meet Vincent. He isn't really who the story is about. He's the character the story is told to as the book progresses. Based in France during World War II, this book is about a boy who loves flamingos named Lorenzo and his friend Kezia, who runs the carousel in town with her parents. When the German soldiers come to town, everything starts falling apart, but the story is also about there being kind people, even the most unexpected places, and having hope during times of despair. It's a sad yet heartwarming story that I thoroughly enjoyed. And you guys, if you don't mind a reading level of 10 to 14, I highly recommend this book. I would reread it. Ranking at number 4 is going to be Liberty by Caitlin Greenidge. This was my book club book for the month of June. This was my historical fiction book club book of the month for June, and at its core, it is a coming-of-age book. But it is beautifully written and inspired by the life of one of the first Black female doctors in the United States. This book follows Liberty, who is the daughter of a doctor. She is raised to become a doctor herself, however, that's not really what she wants. She is more drawn to music than science. So when a man from Haiti proposes to her, she goes with him to discover freedom has a different meaning for everyone, and her new husband's idea of freedom is not the same as hers. If you are into historical fiction books, this is a great summer read. I do recommend this book. Coming in at number 3 is going to be our Italian Summer by Jennifer Prost. I don't know how again, I don't know how to say that name. But as you can guess by the title, this is another great choice for summer. This book follows three ladies, Sophia, who is Francesca's mom, Francesca, and Allegra, who is Francesca's daughter. Allegra is getting into more and more trouble, so Francesca and Sophia and Allegra head to Italy for a summer vacation. While there, all three ladies find out that maybe their current life trajectories aren't what they want anymore. While I was not a huge fan of this author's writing style, I enjoyed the story itself so much I would actually reread this book. So definitely another recommend for the summertime. Ranked at number 2 is going to be The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren here. And you guys, I love this book. This and the other, my ranked number 1 book, are by the same author. I just love this author. This book, you guys, is a definition of a rom-com. Definitely a rom-com. So Olive is our main character in this, and she is considered to be the unlucky twin. Almost to the point she thinks she's jinxed. That's how unlucky she is, and I can kind of feel her on that occasionally. Let me know if you can feel her. Her twin sister, Amy, is so lucky that she even managed to finance her wedding by winning contests, which let me just say right here, I wish, right? Can we all just say that? I wish. Okay, moving on. The entire wedding party gets food poisoning except for Olive and her rival Ethan, who is the best man. Obviously, someone has to take the non-refundable honeymoon. I mean, obviously. And who better than Ethan and Olive? This makes for a delightfully comedic story with a little bit of romance thrown in there. This was such a fun read. I actually picked this up to reread parts of that just as a pick-me-up during the day. I love this story so much. It was such a fun rom-com, you guys. I highly recommend this author because my number 1 pick for this is Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. Now, to be fair, this is the first book of Christina Lauren's that I read, and I fell in love with her writing style. This book made me fall in love with her writing style. Love and Other Words is a unique story in that it has a surprise twist at the end. How unique is that? But this is a unique twist that I did not guess was coming, honestly. And it explains so much in the book because as you're reading through the book, you're like, wait, what? And then the surprise twist at the end, you're like, oh. So this story is told between alternating timelines between now and then, and it follows Macy and her childhood friend, Elliot. Once they become friends, they were really inseparable till he cheated on her. But what really happened that night tore apart their friendship till a chance encounter years later. Now, to be fair, does that sound like every other or like romance novel you have read? This is just different in, like I said, the way I couldn't predict what was the real reason that held them apart. And honestly, you guys, that's all I'm going to tell you about that. It's that good. I want you to pick it up and read it. This one is one I highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay, bookworms, I hope you found some books you want to spend your summer with. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.